Hello, hello. Shelley Simchism here, your wellness mentor in mind, body, and soul, and our Why Not Today series. So this is number 4. I did sessions 1, 2, and 3 in April. Today is May 1st. And last week I had some technical difficulties with some streaming software. So anyhow, I think we've got it all figured out. So I wanted to come on today and do number 4, remembering who you are, right? Who are you? This is getting unstuck. This is part of getting unstuck. So I want to start by saying we often do things to make other people happy. We often are just naturally resort to being people pleasers. And that can, that's great. That's great, but it can hinder you. It can hinder you. It can keep you from being who you really are. So it's all about getting to know yourself. And I'm going to help you with this today. So stick with me. So if you catch the replay, put hashtag replay. If you catch this live, put hashtag live. Now, getting to know yourself. It's, a lot of us put ourselves all into our families or all into our jobs, and we lose sight of who we really are. And this is really popular with parenting. So as a mom, I can speak as a mom. I can remember, my son was my life. He was my life. And, I still love him. He's grown up now. But I can remember I was a hockey mom for years. And a really good example of this is, when he stopped playing hockey and chose to do that, I think it was around 15, all of a sudden my life changed, not only his, but mine. He filled up my weekends with traveling with hockey. He played rep hockey. My social, I had close friends, but my social every weekend was at the rink. And all of a sudden it was like, I had this free time. And it's like, I started questioning, who am I? Like, what do I like to do? Because for years I had, as any good parent, right? But I forgot who I was. And I also was huge into my career, and I had a couple businesses. But who is Shelley? I was working as a law clerk back then. I wore many hats. So I needed that life-changing event made me start thinking, and that's probably part of what got me deeper into studying myself and getting into personal development. So instead of asking, who am I started, who do I want to be, right? So instead of asking yourself, who am I, right? Who do I want to be? And what does that mean? And not that we don't care about our jobs or our businesses or our family or our children, right? We still care about them. This doesn't mean we don't care about them, but who do I want to be without that? What makes me happy? How do I make myself happy? So you can remember who you are, who you were, but you don't want to go back. You want to move forward, right? And the fact that you're thinking this and questioning this, that's growth in itself, right? So we need to be careful about whose opinions that we value, okay? Or whose opinions that we let affect who we are or what we want to do or how we want to do it, right? I often give my advice to my son, and I actually had this conversation yesterday. He runs a business, right? He has a small business and he loves what he does. However, the discussion was around some, business stuff. And I say, you don't ask people their opinions or take advice if they offer an opinion from people that haven't done what you are already doing or what you want to do. Okay. That's not who you talk to. Okay. Whether it's your mother, your father, your grandmother, your best friend, if they're not doing what you want to do, or they haven't done what you're doing or where you want to go, God love them, but they're not the people that you go to for advice. Not at all. So, how do you make yourself feel good? We are hard. We are really good at helping others, people feeling good and helping them and putting ourselves out there. But what do you do for yourself, right? What do you do for yourself? So we need to stop other people's opinions and actions affecting our thoughts and our actions. Okay, so I want you to make a list right now. Stick with me. I want you to make a list right now. What do you do every day to make yourself feel good? What are your daily rituals, your habits, okay, that show that you love you? Right back to self-love, right? So what do you do so make a list to show that you love yourself, right? So for me, it's meditation, diet, exercise, sleep, non-negotiables, right? I do lack in the sleep sometimes and get off track, but I get back on because I love myself, right? So meditation, all of these feed mind, body, and soul, right? And that's what I'm here about. I am your wellness mentor, and I can help you with all of this. So what are other things? What are the actions? Like, those are things that you're going to do, and they're non-negotiables. Those make you happy, right? So those are mine. That doesn't mean that it's yours. Some people are non-negotiables, a cold plunge. A non-negotiable may be using their red light. That makes them happy. I'm getting one. There's other things, right? Another thing that really makes me happy is taking my dog for a walk. I am spending time with my dog, which I love. I'm a dog lover. I'm a dog mom, and I love getting out in nature. So I kill two birds with one stone with that, and it just fills me. It just grounds me and fills me, right? So make a list of your non-negotiables. What do you do every day? Could be journaling. It could be eating healthy. It could be anything, right? There is no right or wrong. This is about you. So instead of asking who I am, ask yourself, who do I want to be? Just asking yourself this question, who do I want to be? Right? That's growth. There is growth just in that question, because that means your thoughts are open. Your mind is open to expansion, right? So how do you want to feel about yourself? All right. How do you want to feel about yourself? So what are some characteristics? Who do you want to be? Right. So here, I've written some down to give you some examples. I want to be positive. I want to practice gratitude every day. And I do. I want to be a well-wisher. Well-wisher equals wellness mentor. I want to educate you. I want to lift you up. My purpose is in serving people, and I'm all about longevity. I'm going to be 55 in July, and it's all about health and being healthy for me, and being able to move and keep moving, right? And just being active and healthy. And I don't want to end up with heart disease. I don't want to end up with cancer. I want to help people with longevity, but it's not, for me, it's not just about the body and moving. It's also the mind, right? It all starts up here, right? So positive thoughts. And so when I'm, find myself, feeling, having a negative thought, I have gotten into the habit of going, wait a minute, I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for what I have in my life while I'm working towards expanding for more, right? So I want to build others up. I want to educate you. That is my purpose. That is what I have figured out that fills my soul. It fills me first. And that may sound selfish, but your purpose should fill you up. And then the overflow out of the cup is what you share with others. So think about that. We call it selfish. We've been raised, my generation, the generation before, that is selfish. You can't 100% potentially make a difference in people's lives and keep yourself healthy and in mind, body, and soul if you do not love yourself first. It's just that simple. You will run out of gas. And it's okay to take breaks. Breaks is loving yourself, right? Or if you're exercising and you have cheat days, it's okay. It is okay for that, okay? That's just another form of loving yourself. So, what are my habits? So that's what I want to be. That's who I want to become. That's who I am. And I want to expand on that, right? So for positivity, to stay positive, meditation, right? For being grateful and looking around and being grateful for my body, being grateful for my home, as I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep my body moving, working towards and putting good stuff into it. I'm going to practice healthy supplements, healthy food, right? Journaling. Instead of saying who I want to be, say I am, and I'm going to go back and revisit this. I haven't done a live on I ams for a while, but I will. Maybe that's what I'll do next week. Talk in present, right? Train the brain, I say. Change the thoughts, right? And finally, count your wins, right? And people say, don't focus on your losses, but those losses can be lessons. Now I'm going to give you an example. Say you have always be in positive mode, and this is how I practice positivity. So say you have made a commitment to yourself that you're going to work out 5 times a week, but last week you only worked out 2. Celebrate the wins that you worked out twice. Don't concentrate on that you missed 3 of them. You did 2 workouts, okay? Every day is a new day to start again. Every day or every week is a new week. So just give yourself grace. Celebrate your wins. There is no big or small, right? So you missed 3. You did 2. Let's talk about the 2. Doesn't that feel lighter? Better. So, and then when you build on that 2, you're going to go, okay, because maybe you set your goal too high, or maybe it was just a busy week. It's not. So this week you say, okay, I'm going to get the 5 in, but you get 4 in instead of the 5. That's okay. Celebrate the 4. Woo! Those are wins. That's where we practice positivity. That's where you want to be grateful for yourself, loving yourself, that you got 2 in. That is better than none. So I want to thank you for this. I'm going to be sending out the coaching email. It's become monthly, where I'm going to send out through these lives. So this week I'm going to send it out with lives, and it's going to come. They're going to come from my YouTube channel. So if you could subscribe there, that would be awesome. If you want on my email list, you have to comment email. And then, or just send me a private message and send it to me in a DM and put add to list. Okay. And there's going to be worksheets with this. So this is going to be monthly because my other emails are weekly. So you want to get on there. You don't want to miss out. Have a great day. Thank you.